What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. So in today's Warzone video, I'm going to show you the top 5 best SMGs to use right now here in Warzone Season 4. Now, since my last top 5 SMG, a lot of attachments have been buffed and nerfed, and also SMG. So we have a new list you guys will enjoy. So if you are new, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell. Thank you guys for watching, and let's hop into it. So starting off with our first SMG, we have the H4 Blixen, which is still one of the best SMGs in the game right now. Now for this class up, the muzzle is going to be the recoil booster for that fire rate. Now for all Vanguard SMGs, I would say that the recoil booster is by far the most important muzzle for the SMGs for that faster time to kill, makes you more aggressive, so you're going to want to add this on. Now for the barrel, we're going to be adding on the 9-inch RMK barrel for that damage, the damage at range, and bullet velocity. So your bullets are traveling faster, your bullets are hitting stronger, and you're just getting more damage overall. So you're going to get a faster time to kill with that recoil booster. This is a great combo. Now for the optic, now there's a few things that you can choose here. You can choose the Model 47. You can choose a slate reflector or the monocle reflector, or if you actually just want to stay with the iron sight, it's totally up to you. But for my class setup, I'm going to go with the slate reflector just because I feel more comfortable with it. For the stock, we're going to be adding on the MB stock for that hip fire accuracy, aim down sight speed, and movement speed. So we're getting a little bit more movement speed and aim down sight speed, which is going to help us be more aggressive. For perk 1, we are going to be using Fleet for weapon swap quickness and movement speed. And then for perk 2, we are going to be using Quick for that sprint speed, so we're running across the map a lot faster, getting to point A to point B a lot faster. Now for the rear grip, we're going to be adding on the tape grip for aiming stability, movement speed, weapon swap quickness, and sprint to fire speed. It's going to help us be more aggressive, shooting faster off a sprint. We're, switching weapons faster, moving faster, and when aiming down sights, we are more stable, which is going to help with those gunfights. The magazine is going to be the Gorenko 36 round mag for that increased torso damage, recoil control and accuracy, aim down sight speed, and hip fire accuracy. The ammunition type is going to be the lengthened ammo type for that bullet velocity, so your bullets are traveling even faster now. And then finally, guys, we're going to be adding on the Mark 6 skeletal grip for that aim down sight speed and movement speed. So we're aiming down sights really quick, and we're moving across the map really quick to get to point A to point B faster, flank behind people. Just in general, we're moving a lot quicker. So we have the Marco 5 for our next weapon here. Now there's two builds that you can make. You can either make a really good SMG build, or you can actually make an assault rifle. It's like a mini Cooper carbine. It's actually pretty cool, which I'm going to be showing that to you in today's video. So for the muzzle, what you're going to want to add on is the M1929 silencer. It's going to help with sound suppression, horizontal and vertical recoil control, and that damage at range. Just like how you want on an assault rifle, you just want that recoil control and that damage at range, which is really good. Now for the barrel, we're actually going to be adding on the Imterio 342mm 04P. This is going to help with the weapon be highly accurate and controllable, bullet velocity, flinch resistance, and it's going to reduce scope sway and gun bob. Just like an assault rifle, what you need is that flinch resistance, the bullet velocity, and you need to make the weapon easier to control, and it's very accurate, just like the Cooper carbine, so you're going to add this on as well. Now for the optic, you can go two ways with this. You can add on the G16 for that recoil control and accuracy, but literally with this build, you will have no recoil. Just go ahead and add on the SVT-40PU scope. It's going to help with accuracy. You get a zoom in of 3 times and 6 times, and you get some accuracy with it, which is really cool. Alright, so for our next attachment, we're going to be adding on the FR stock, which is going to help with initial fire and recoil control, recoil recovery, aim down sight speed, and movement speed. I do think this is the best stock for the Marco 5 if you're trying to make this an SMG or an assault rifle build, so you want to add this on. Now for perk 1, there's a lot of choices that you can pick here, but I think if you're making the assault rifle build, you want to add on Frenzy. It's going to help with that health regeneration after a kill. So if someone pushes you, you get lucky and take them out, you're really weak, you kill them, your health is going to come back really quick. They're going to say, hey, he's one shot, you're going to get pushed by that other person, boom, bam, you're not going to be one shot anymore, so it's going to be really helpful to have this on. And then for perk 2, you can either go with quick or fully loaded. Since this is a assault rifle build, I am going to go with fully loaded. Now for the rear grip, we're going to be adding on the hatch grip for that horizontal and vertical recoil control and that flinch resistance. Just like if this was an assault rifle, you're not going to flinch as much, and plus you get some more horizontal and vertical recoil control, which is awesome. For the magazine, we are going to be going with the 48 round drum, just a larger magazine size. We're not losing out on damage, aim down sight speed, or anything, just a larger magazine size, which is awesome. The ammunition type is going to be the lengthened rounds for that bullet velocity. It's going to help your bullets travel faster and hit our targets faster. And then for our final attachment, which is the underbarrel, you can go two ways with this. You can go with the M1941 hand stop grip for that extra recoil control, or you could actually go with the Mark 6 skeletal grip for that aim down sight speed and movement speed. It's either way how you want to go with it. They're really both good. but I'm going to be going with the M1941 just for that extra horizontal and vertical recoil control. So I'm an absolute laser beam, and I'm not going to be missing any shots. Alright, so for our next weapon, we have the Owen Gun SMG. Now, this weapon is not as popular as it used to be due to its nerfs and other SMGs getting buffed and everything, but this weapon is still really good. The only time you really see people use it anymore is if they're picking it up off the ground in game. But for this class, what you're going to use for the muzzle is the recoil booster. Like I was talking about with the H4 Blixen, you want to have the recoil booster on majority of your SMGs. It just helps you be more aggressive, have a faster time to kill due to the fire rate, which is really good. Now for the barrel, we are going to be adding on the rapid barrel for that fire rate and hip fire accuracy. So we have an even faster time to kill now, and we can hip fire if needed. For the optic, we're going to be going down to the M38 Slate 2.5 Custom. Now, I do not use the G16 part of this optic. I just use the red dot sight on top, just because when you're aiming down sights on the top, it does block out the drum mag on the right side, which does bother people a lot. So you're going to add this on. For the stock, we're going to be adding on the remove stock for movement speed, aim down sight speed, sprint to fire speed, and aim walking movement speed. Just a little mobility buff. It's going to help us be more aggressive and everything, which is really awesome. For perk 1, we are going to be using acrobatic for that movement speed and sprinting move speed. And then for perk 2, we are going to be adding on hand. It did get buffed here in season 4, so you need to start using it. It's going to help with weapon dexterity, or equipment dexterity, my bad, and that aim down sight speed, so it's going to have a faster aim down sight speed. The rear grip is going to be the taped grip for aiming stability, movement speed, weapon swap quickness, and sprint to fire speed. Help us be more aggressive, which is nice. For the magazine, the 72 round Gorenko drum is going to help with recoil control and accuracy and fire rate, just to have a faster time to kill. The ammunition type is going to be the lengthened ammunition type for that bullet velocity. Your bullets are traveling faster in air. And then for that final attachment, we're going to be adding on the Mark 6 skeletal grip for that aim down sight speed and movement speed. So you're moving around the map faster, aiming down sights quicker, which can help you win all those gunfights with the Owen gun. So I wanted to add this to our top 5 just because of how fast the time to kill is on this weapon, which as you guys see is the Fennec or the Vector, whatever you guys like to call it. So for this build, you're going to be adding on the ZLR 18-inch deadfall barrel. This can help with damage at range, recoil control, bullet velocity, and sound suppression. It's a really good barrel to use. You get a free suppressor, which is really cool. Now for the underbarrel, we're going to be adding on the Merc foregrip for recoil control and hip fire accuracy. So you can both aim down sight, and if you need to, you can hip fire. It's going to be really accurate, which is really good. For the magazine, we're going to be adding on the 40 round drum. It does need a larger magazine size. If you don't have this on, you are going to be hurting yourself in game. So you definitely want to have a larger magazine size. The rear grip is going to be the stippled grip tape for aim down sight speed and sprint to fire speed. You want to be really aggressive with this. Plus, with it being the fastest time to kill SMG in the game right now, you definitely want to have this on, make you more aggressive, and you're going to be a tank up close and going crazy with it. And then finally, guys, we're going to be adding on the no stock for that movement speed and aim down sight speed. As you guys see, the mobility on this thing goes actually crazy. We buffed it up a little bit. The movement speed is going to help us get to places a lot faster, flank people faster, etc. And we get that aim down sight speed. It's going to help us be really aggressive up close and getting into those gunfights, which is very needed. Now for my next and final SMG for today's video, it's going to be the Modern Warfare MP5. Now surprisingly, this weapon is still really good after being in the game or Warzone for 3 to 4 years now. Still one of the most dominant SMGs in the game. So for this build, what you're going to run for that muzzle, you're going to be adding on the monolithic suppressor for that sound suppression and damage at range. It's going to make the weapon really good to use, more damage up close, going absolutely crazy with it. So we're adding this on. Now we're going to be going to the underbarrel next and adding on the Merc foregrip. You can add on this or the Commando, but personally I do like the Merc foregrip just a tiny bit better. It's going to put that recoil control and hip fire accuracy, so you can both aim down sight, beam people, and of course you can hip fire, have full control of the hip fire, which goes absolutely crazy. Now for the magazine, we're going to the 45 round mag and add this on for a larger magazine size. I do remember when the 10mm rounds were really good, but it's just not as good as it used to be anymore. The 45 round mag is a new thing that you need to run. Larger magazine size, easy squad wipes, go absolutely crazy with it. The rear grip is going to be the stippled grip tape for aim down sight speed and sprint to fire speed. You're shooting faster off a sprint, and of course you are aiming down sights a lot faster. And then you can go 2 ways with this. If you want to go with the stock, you can add on the FTAC collapsible for that movement speed and aim down sight speed. Or you could actually go down to the perks and add on sleight of hand, so you do get a reload quickness buff. You're reloading faster, get back to those gunfights and everything. So either way how you choose it, but for this build, I'm going to be using the FTAC collapsible stock for that movement speed and aim down sight speed. But guys, here are my top 5 builds. Let me know in the comment section what was your favorite SMG to use in the moment, and what is your favorite SMG in Warzone at the moment as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Y'all stay safe, and I'll see you on the next one.